The here chases the tail of the now, or to turn a mountain upside down. Or these endless operations in the waiting room with hairballs in the corners. A small, clear voice sings Mannish Monday, drenched in bathtub echo. You and I were also that young, weren't we? And isn't that our face receding as a structure under waves whose point we think is that it should collapse, catch fire, or snow belated tender ash on us? Translucent in the flash, the zip ties draw the people close, hand to hand. We tried to keep each other alive, and that's a transformation problem, passing all these plazas on the way to plot each cloud with puffery of more white options. So I went home, slept, drove back, and here you are still treading water. I coughed when the apparatus picked you up, tried to hide the telltale ping, but every circle wobbles, and the kids these days have bigger things to fear. The appointed murder goes to ground as holes for rent, and now I'm holding tightly to your hand, and we were wondering what smelled like smoke. Below the waves, the second unit rolls, inundated valleys that our ghosts can own. A manhood, one. My life does not include my birth. How dark matter is extracted from your body dark, how dark it is denied in closed chamber. Why? Would its blank conform to shape its dark shape, never needed it. Now you'll have it always, and those few plants around the outer edge, that chronicle of ancient noise and casual death extracted in a scornful squirt. It is matter. It's the matter with surface amnesia right here, ideally bobbing in dark water right beside your head. Here will be such eloquent purrs, ideally the motor everybody gotten out from air to think what industry and never and ever everybody yanks feet back from that black depth, complete black debt of make-believe viral video. Makeup on the head bobs beside you in the shot, but meat you hate is flesh emergent in folded space where double feature meets and comments on its own domestic scorn. At most, a saturated page of ink squirt that found two words sound nothing like sound. Nowhere, everywhere, high art is two parked cars crashed. Here is this herbaceous grace note, peasant arms. You'd weep not at whose crook. You'd weep into the crotch, says me, America with pitchfork. We put the same between our lips, endlessly deferred. You're no surprise. My being a woman, having been a woman, having made that trip in every thought particular, a woman seriously, plain, the on-off light, dark noise, depth, flicker of the form is my conviction that I'm having been made by what I never made, a convict of the form that makes out debt against me, makes me make me what I'm not, because I'm not a woman, but the form I make makes me imagine that I am everyone, and every isolated fate within the form is no air, and can it say it as the form and in the form, to say the form is not. It stops. It breaks into the said and then the left to say imagination. Its imagination has to break all the way down to parts that won't add up, the sum of every alternation, every flickering from light to dark. Whole solitary slap and counter slap the waves, the shot, reverse shot, hot right line between one ocean and the next, the same. Between the lips, 50 feet square. Then one day call it form, the series, words, monastic cells of casual debt of each to each, unique by definition, dark with torches. Our daughter is very brave, climbs fast, does not look down as if to say, the chair's no lever of possession, the meeting just more leathery grown-up skin. But then the deeply wrinkled brow, as round the horn's bell thus mines down to Ibrahim's ostinato, a picture of rocks underfoot, and Mandela has died. The which we hear as lungs tendential fall behind the dim machines on set. Scour the rent data for a face, species being. Someone's parents are abroad, and the feral cats mark everything, including pigs and sparrows, and a hedge of thorns between stock and wild, where these whispers hang around the body like an almond scent, or kids on corners where the cops nudge tactically in the interest of symmetry. The aimless wanderer obstructs the only way to know with certainty we're drowning in the certain feeling that we've all been cheated, or the last casing ejects and we go to heaven with our limbs still raw and sore. Mandela has died, survived by the unarmed myth of eternity's return.